My dad's an animal.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tuesday Night Spotlight. I'm your host, Neil Carter, and I'm here with an artist that's very well known in the 757 area. He recently dropped a music video called Plumber Man. He's known for EPs such as Living Scot Free and Hopeless Romantic. We got Mr. Scot Free Preach, everybody. What's going on, my brother?
What up, what up, what up? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling great, man. Feeling creative.
I feel the superstar energy radiating off of you with the shades on right now. But yeah, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions real quick, and then we're going to get into, I guess, the actual interview format.
All right, that's cool.
My first question is, which one of your projects means the most to you and why?
I would say, I don't know. They both mean a lot to me, but I would say the first one, because basically I put like all of my experiences up into that moment, into that. So I poured a lot into that. I would say the first one.
Okay. Is there a track in particular that's like, damn, like when I look back, I don't know how I tapped into that level of creativity or that level of passion or whatever that, stands out to you?
On that particular one or anyone?
I guess either one, for real.
I would say really Plumber Man. That's one of my favorites because I got to be really creative. A lot of songs are about sex, but they're like pretty vulgar. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted to have like fun with it, and I feel like that's a track where people could play and vibe to and have a good time.
Word. And I was gonna wait until a little bit later, but we can jump right into that one. Tell me about the making of the video, because you had a nice little vibe going on. It's like a party atmosphere. So tell me about how you got into making that.
First of all, shout out to everybody that was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? It all came together pretty smooth, and to get a lot of people on one page, that's a project in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to everybody that was a part of the Plumber Man video. But I just wanted to depict a good time. You know what I'm saying? Just a really good time. It was loosely based on one of my favorite movies, House Party. Okay. So I just wanted to depict a house full of women, you know what I'm saying, beautiful women, and we just having a good time.
Word, that's dope. And I like that house party vibe. It definitely, when you say it, I definitely could see where you was going with that in the video. So that's dope.
Yeah.
All right, so what's one of the dumbest things you've gotten in trouble for doing?
The dumbest things I gotten in trouble for doing? I would say stealing. As a youngin', like stealing candy and shit like that. You know what I mean? When we could have bought it. Had the money in our pocket, still stole. You know what I mean? Dumb shit.
You ever stole out of Walmart?
Hell yeah. Who has it? Walmart is a lick.
If you get caught stealing from Walmart, bro, you just got too greedy. Like, that's how I feel about
shit,
that.
I used to, man, I don't even want to get into it.
We'll say that for off the camera. We don't want to incriminate nobody. All right. Martin or Fresh Prince?
Martin.
Ooh, easy answer. Why Martin?
It's not easy. I love Fresh Prince, but Martin was more real life. I couldn't relate to having being in a mansion and, living a Beverly Hills life, even though it was funny, but Martin was super relatable. And as a kid, as I was watching it, I could still relate to it and, understand a lot of the jokes and stuff like that. And shit, I got a Jerome in my family. I got you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a Shanae, like, you feel me? So, Martin, definitely.
Word, okay. And then, if you could go back to any era in time, what era would you choose and why?
I got two, for real. Like, I would go back to the 60s, because in the 60s, even though we was, it was what it was a lot more black pride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just like that proud to be black type of thing. And I don't know, I just felt like that was a vibe in itself. And the 80s. The 80s seemed like the parties and shit like that. If I was like a teenager in the 80s, what? The party, they really used to dance and sweat out their hair and the sweatsuits and the jewelry and all that shit. I think that was pretty a dope time from what I could see. I mean,
Could you imagine like transitioning, like, so you were a teen in the 80s and then transitioning to the 90s when you were in your 20s, like,
Man, and then now, I know they mind is blown.
this shit crazy. All right, so tell me about you from Philly. What part of Philly you from?
West Philly,
West Philly?
representing.
Word. Tell me about your first memory as a child.
My first memory as a child, I remember getting lost at Six Flags. Like multiple times in one day, to the point my family like stopped looking for me. It just, we just ran into each other and shit. But yeah, that's pretty much. And I was young too. I probably was like 5, maybe 6, something like that.
What was the your household like growing up? Like, did you have a lot of siblings, both parents in the household?
I didn't have a lot of siblings. I had one sister, one brother in the household, but I have a lot of cousins. So it was always like somebody at our house. You know what I'm saying? Something going on at the house. My mom cooking out just random days, not just holidays, shit like that. So it was always a pretty busy and lively house, and music was like a big part of our life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times we would play like Apollo and shit like that in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Like music was just big in our house, so it was pretty lively.
And so I guess that probably inspired you to be like, all right, I want to do something in this field. What was the moment that was like, okay, I want to take this seriously. I want to make music for myself and make a career out of it?
I always loved music, but I used to write like goofy songs when I was young. Just silly songs, nothing crazy. I saw my older cousin, as I got older, my older cousin, Jay Scarfo, rest in peace. He was the first person I seen locally or just around me, period, to take it serious. And he got all the way up to the point where he was about to sign the Rough Riders, I believe. And he got killed or whatever in the process or whatever. So when that happened, it just, I don't know, something sparked inside of me like, I could take it serious and I can take it far if I keep it real with myself. And it's kind of like I'm carrying a torch for him too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really sparked me to do my own thing. But I always loved music because of my mom. And she always played all type of music.
What's some artists that inspired you growing up?
Of course, my cousin, Jay Scarfo. Tupac, major Tupac. Beanie Siegel, Jay-Z. And any really storytellers. I like telling stories and listening to stories and reading stories and stuff like that. So any storyteller really intrigued me and inspired me to tell my own story.
Word. You see yourself writing a book or a comic or anything like that in the future? Yeah,
most definitely. A comic, probably, if I really tap into my creative side, but a book for sure. I wanna actually write a script like how Eminem did 8 Mile, 50 Cent did Get Rich or Not Trying. I want to do something like that based on my life. My life is really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the things and the events that transpired in my life so far. So I want to just put it out there like that, even if it, like right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that.
What would you say an event in your life, because you had a lot of different circumstances and situations go on in your life, what would you say was a certain thing that happened in your life that was like that significantly changed, okay, like I guess maybe your thought process, or like something that was like, I don't want to say traumatic, but basically something that was very significant that really shaped the way you do things now?
There's a lot of things, but I would say really moving to Virginia and realizing like out of sight, out of mind type shit. Like, so it was like I spent a lot of time like trying to cope with the fact that I'm kind of on my own type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I became a man in Virginia. You know what I mean? When I moved away from my hometown. So, you know what I'm saying? That kind of shaped me into the person I am today. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things that I do is based on that, and knowing that is, everything depend on me type shit.
Word. Then what was your first I guess gig out here, or first opportunity to really like express music? Because you've been out here for a long time. Like if people look back, you catch you in a music video here, a promo video there. So you've been around. Like, what was your first opportunity?
My very first opportunity was with y'all, Audible Asylum, for real, for real. Like, I tell you all the time off camera, but if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know none of this stuff. Like, you was the first person I met. You know what I'm saying? I know you remember the conversation we had and before we met. You know what I'm saying? You like, come through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I came through and I rocked out, and then y'all changed venues. And then ever since then, we just been branching out and exploring. But yeah, Audible Asylum is what started me performing and really trying to get my name out there.
One thing I say that a lot too, like a lot of people, especially like they'll be like, okay, Audible Asylum was the first, da da da. One thing about it though, it wouldn't been nothing without all of y'all coming together and like the collection of talent. Especially you remember when it first like was going on, like that collection of talent is something special.
Yeah.
So like for all those artists to really be in a room together and collaborating and you know doing things, that's all y'all. Like I know what was. Brandon Khalil was like, man, thank y'all for the opportunity. It's like, not thank you for, you know, being on our stage. It's a mutual thing. So we appreciate you for coming to our stage and for you to, from hitting our stage to where you at now, that it works both ways. It makes us, it's like, damn, like, you know, you really shine a light on us as well as, you know, we getting that opportunity. But you've had opportunities before that too. Like you were involved in the well, we'll skip past that. Let's see, because I don't know how that where that'll go. But tell me about your upcoming EP. You got an EP coming out on the March 14th? Yes,
sir. So we got Winter Baby coming out, right? And to the date, my favorite right now is Hopeless Romantic. You know what I'm saying? Because I love R&B and that melodic sound, and I can't sing, but all my friends can sing, so I just write it and they sing it, right? So right now, that's my favorite. But I feel like once we you know, shout out to Beat Dungeon. Once we put everything together, I think Winter Baby is going to be one of my favorite. I put a lot of thought into this, a lot of passion into this, and it's a different sound. It's me experimenting more and growing with my art. You know what I'm saying? So Winter Baby, March 14th. Yeah.
What's what? You say you going more into like the R&B type sound on this one more so, or you kind of changing that, even going past that a little different direction?
I like the R&B. I'll lead that to the Hopeless Romantic side of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna drop another Hopeless Romantic soon. So I think I'm gonna just leave that to that specific catalog as far as Hopeless Romantic. But you know, I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in there. But for the most part, it's just gonna be. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a vibe, man. It's just a vibe. Just ride with me. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check that out when it comes out. I'm sure it's gonna be some other things coming out before that. So make sure y'all stay on track with that. Keep up with that. All right. So lastly, I got some questions. I guess just some random things that I want to know.
Okay.
If you could start a dream label with 6 artists, it could be industry level artists, it could be local artists, it could be anybody. What would be your dream label?
A dream label with any artist?
Any artist on the planet, deceased or alive.
Shit, I would have a label. I just would want to selling artists, really. I would definitely sign, as far as locally, I would definitely sign like Paige Joyner. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely sign, all of my friends, for real. They so talented. I don't even want to start naming people and leave people out. But I would sign Tupac. I would sign Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? Because they broke the mold on just being yourself, for real. You know what I mean? And I would sign Rough Riders. DMX was my guy. And that whole camp was just like so real to me. You know what I mean? I remember when they first came out and it hit like crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I would sign Rough Riders. And you know, all my Philly guys, State Property.
Okay, that's a name that hadn't been mentioned yet.
Yeah, State Property is, they actually influenced me a lot too. I don't know if I mentioned them, but State Property was like one of the big heavy influences as I was coming up as a young boy too.
Gotcha. And what's one thing that people don't know about you?
That people don't know about me?
Yeah.
I don't really know. They know a lot about me. One thing that people commonly don't know about me is that I can sew.
You can sew?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I can sew. I'm nice.
That's very handy. Well, shoot, you say it's a lot. Give me one more.
One more. I like to sing, even though like I can't, but I like.
Don't say that, because you can hold a note.
Yeah, but you know, compared to my friends, like
you want to be able to blow.
yeah, I want my fucking baby face, or you know what I'm saying. I want to blow your fucking mind when I sing, but
Teardrops, penny drops,
yeah,
all type shit.
I get shit thrown at me and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I could write a hell of an R&B song or a melody and shit like that. So I'm satisfied with that. Seeing all my thoughts and shit come out through all of my friends, and they kill that shit and it become a beautiful thing. So, you know what I mean, collaboration is one of my, if not the favorite thing outside of performing with this music shit. So, you know what I mean, it works hand in hand.
Word. What do you, what would you prefer in life? Would you prefer lifelong love or generational wealth?
Damn. I'm going to say the hopeless romantic side of me would say lifelong love, but I would say generational wealth, though.
You're the first person that I've interviewed that answered with that answer, and I personally lean toward that answer. I want to hear your logic behind it.
Lifelong love, I mean, it's people fickle nowadays, so like it's hard to gauge, you know what I'm saying, if the love is real nowadays, right? So that's what I would want for me personally, is just like lifelong love type shit. But logically, I would say generational wealth, because I've seen my grandpa, my grandma, my mom, my uncles. I've seen everybody struggle. We come from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So I would want to see what the other side is like. You feel me?
Very true. I'm glad somebody finally came with that answer, because I felt like a dick for choosing generational wealth.
I
over
mean,
lifelong love.
it's not an easy question at all. You know what I'm saying, to me? But yeah,
for sure. And then what's two things that you want to accomplish from music and your other endeavors that you got going on?
Period.
When it's
or
all
this
said
year,
and done.
when it's all said and done, I just want to I want to be financially stable from my music. Of course, in other endeavors that I do, but the main goal is to be compensated for my art, so I can sit back and just like we discussed, generational wealth type shit. I want it to be I could just open the mailbox and pay my bills, and then the next day open the mailbox and splurge a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal for me, is to create music that'll last, that'll stay around for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And what's is there anything we hadn't touched on that you want to shout out to the people? Anything you want to discuss or anything like that we didn't touch on?
Make sure y'all go stream that Plumber Man. We put a lot of effort into that. You know what I'm saying? It's a really good video. I got a lot of videos coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my homies. You know what I'm saying? So many of y'all. And yeah, we riding, man. Winter Baby, March 14th.
Make sure y'all go follow Scott Free TV on YouTube to keep up with all the content. And what's your Instagram, Scott Free?
Scott Free Preach 215. We drop a Scott Freestyle every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you know what I'm saying, follow me.
I'm right. So yeah, that's Scott Free Preach, everybody. Make sure y'all go check him out. And we appreciate y'all time. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.